Hi there guys, and welcome once again to Jonesy's vlog. So I'm just going to do a quick review really of yesterday's game and give my thoughts on it. For the main reason being, I didn't get to see the majority of the match. Really, I was working, and this particular Saturday we were pretty busy, so I only really managed to catch part of the second half. Really, didn't see much of the first half. And you know, I've only really been able to see highlights of it. So like I say, just a quicker than normal video really on yesterday's match. Going into the game, obviously the first two games under Milanič were people were kind of being left a lot undecided really by how things had started. Obviously the Brentford game, which I've spoken about, was pretty terrible. There seemed to be no sort of cohesion with the team that we'd been seeing in previous matches. And Wednesday night against Reading was slightly better than the Brentford game, but still there wasn't that desire on the pitch, and we still weren't getting back to those levels that we were seeing, you know, before Milanič came in. Now, I did stress in my last video that I didn't want to put that down too much to, you know, Milanič being the new coach, and that, you know, obviously things were going to change and that the players would have to get used to that. So with that in mind, and also, you know, the fact Sheffield Wednesday had had a pretty decent start to the season, got a very good away record, a very good defensive record. I was kind of going into the match thinking, you know, a draw would be a decent result out of this. And to be perfectly honest, from what I've seen and what I've been told, I think we can be pretty disappointed that we didn't come away with all 3 points really. You know, without being back to 100% how we were before, we were seeing a lot more positivity on the pitch, and you know, the decent passing was back, the nice moves were back that we were making previously, but it was still just that final third that was letting us down, and you know, sort of creating the chances, and the chances we were creating, you know, just putting them away really. So from what I saw of the match, as I say, first half, apparently some of the football we were playing was really nice, really good. We've seen quite a few highlights of a lot of the through balls that we were making. We seemed to be splitting Wednesday's defence really easily, and it was just unfortunate that we were caught offside quite a few of those times, but it was still just good to see that, you know, at least we were getting into those positions. You know, Kasper Slot had the chance that he was pulled offside for, which shouldn't have been, but he did miss anyway. Antonucci obviously scored a goal, but he was just offside, so you know, we couldn't really complain too much there. Getting pretty used to Antonucci being offside now, to be honest. But yeah, you know, at least we were sort of getting more into those areas, and obviously there was Rudy Austin's fantastic long range shot, which fantastically saved from their keeper. And then second half, which I did see a bit more of. Obviously, you know, we started off at quite a quick pace, high tempo, had a couple of little chances. Again, Antonucci disappointing really not to put his chance away, but again, well saved from the keeper. Then Wednesday went ahead through, you know, very well taken goal by Maguire. Could have been maybe slightly better defended from the initial cross by us. Just a little bit of a better clearance, but you know, no one was picking him up on the outside of the box, and like I say, you know, it's a cracking finish, and Silvestri had no chance really. But you know, apart from that, throughout the whole game, Wednesday were just really relying on counter-attacking stuff. You know, they were having prolonged periods of possession. You know, we were definitely more in control of the game, and you know, it pretty much stayed like that after you know, Wednesday's goal, without us again creating too many chances. Second half it seemed to fire up a little bit more. By all accounts, the first half was really quite dull and didn't have that derby feel to it, whereas the second half it definitely started to fire up a lot more. Obviously after Maguire scoring, he did celebrate right in front of the Leeds fans, so that got them, you know, quite worked up. He then got involved in stuff with Berardi and Belushi, so like I say, a lot of yellow cards started coming out in the second half, and personally I think the referee lost control of the game a little bit. And yeah, but like I said, there weren't really too many other chances, and then we got a free kick towards the end of the match. It was pumped in, sort of headed up and over towards the far post where Belushi was unmarked, and you know, unlike most players that would have just absolutely put the foot through it and thumped it, and they'd probably gone 100 miles over the bar, he just very calmly side-footed it through a crowded penalty area and into the far corner, and it was a fantastic finish, absolutely fantastic finish, you know, from a central defender, which you really don't see very often in those situations. So you know, for me it was very much deserved, and you know, we could have gone on to get the winner, but it just wasn't meant to be. And you know, overall I think I am very happy with the points still. Like I say, probably disappointed not to have come away with all 3 points, but we've got to take so many positives from that performance, and the big thing for me is that in all 3 games that Milanič have been in charge for, we have, you know, improved in each of them since. You know, we had the poor showing in the first match against Brentford, you know, slightly more improved against Reading, but still nothing, you know, amazing. But the Sheffield Wednesday match, we were seeing those signs that things were starting to come together a bit more. So, you know, the future's looking a lot brighter, hopefully. And, you know, if we can push on from there, then, you know, we should be okay, really. Obviously, we've got a big break now. It's the international break, which again has probably come at a pretty decent time, really. Gives Milanič you know, more time to get to know his players better, you know, a lot more time on the training pitch. So you know, although it's annoying and frustrating, you know, after, you know, it's not long since the last one, it's probably again just decent timing for the squad, I think. You know, individually, like I say, it's hard to say with only seeing part of the match, but I thought Bianchi again looked really solid, getting stuck in there. You know, some really decent tackles, and again just very calm and sort of composed on the ball, passing it about. Again, Antonucci was sort of causing them problems. I thought Mowat was looking good again, and Belushi again brilliant from defence. Making some cracking tackles, being very calm and composed on the ball when he was receiving it at the back and sort of taking it past Wednesday players that were coming at him. So yeah, obviously I'm, you know, not going to give a man of the match. I mean, a lot of people sort of saying, you know, Bianchi, Belushi, players like that. So yeah, overall I think, you know, everyone seemed pretty happy with it yesterday. Obviously you still have your doom and gloom merchants that were saying, you know, we need to be getting 3 points in. You know, maybe we do. You know, the points tally doesn't look good for the last 3 games. You know, only 2 points from possible 9. But you know, performance-wise, I think we've definitely got something to work on there and move on from. So like I say, that's all I'm going to say on this one, guys. It is just a quick one. But yeah, leave your thoughts, you know, on the game in the comments below. Those of you that were at the match or were able to watch it all on TV, you know, let me know your thoughts on it, and you know, you'll probably be able to give a better take on it than I've been able to do. But yeah, do that in the comments below or at my Twitter at ChrisJonesLUFC. And yeah, no doubt I'll be speaking to you very soon, guys, about something. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.